Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If I keep on saying to myself that I cannot do a certain thing, it is possible that I may end by really becoming incapable of doing it. On the contrary, if I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it even if I may not have it at the beginning. Strength does not come from winning. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Action expresses priorities. When there is war, the poet lays down the lyre, the lawyer his law reports, the schoolboy his books. A person who is worried about the outcome of his work does not see his goal, he sees only his opposition and the obstacles before him. Truth without humility would be an arrogant caricature. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need but not for man's greed. Nonviolence is a weapon of the strong. Each night, when I go to sleep, I die. And the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. A no, uttered from deepest conviction is better and greater than a yes is merely uttered to please, or what is worse, to avoid trouble. Whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love. It's the action, not the fruit of the action, that's important. You have to do the right thing. It may not be in your power, may not be in your time, that there'll be any fruit. But that doesn't mean you stop doing the right thing. You may never know what results come from your actions. But if you do nothing, there will be no result. Imitation is the sincerest flattery. Seek not greater wealth, but simpler pleasure, not higher fortune, but deeper felicity. Doubt is invariably the result of want or weakness of faith. There are 2 days in the year that we cannot do anything, yesterday and tomorrow. That service is the noblest which is rendered for its own sake. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. Hate the sin, love the sinner. Find purpose. The means will follow. It is better to allow our lives to speak for us than our words. Service without humility is selfishness and egotism. Even if the paradise of material satisfaction, which they envisage as their final goal, were realized on earth, it would not bring mankind either contentment or peace. Take care of this moment. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to cope with it. What barrier is there that love cannot break? Live simply so that others may simply live. Nothing is impossible for pure love. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Faith is not something to grasp, it is a state to grow into. You yourself as much as anybody in the entire universe deserve your love and affection. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. The real ornament of a woman is her character, her purity. I do believe that, where there is only a choice between cowardice and violence, I would advise violence. I would rather have India resort to arms in order to defend her honor than that she should, in a cowardly manner, become or remain a helpless witness to her own dishonor. But I believe that nonviolence is infinitely superior to violence. Forgiveness is more manly than punishment. To lose patience is to lose the battle. Gentleness, self-sacrifice, and generosity are the exclusive possession of no one race or religion. Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Manage and watch your words, for they will become your actions. Consider and judge your actions, for they have become your habits. Acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall become your values. Understand and embrace your values, for they become your destiny. A man who was completely innocent offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. There is more to life than increasing its speed. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Every home is a university and the parents are the teachers. If we want to reach real peace in this world, we should start educating children. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Knowledge gained through experience is far superior and many times more useful than bookish knowledge. Where there is love, there is life. My faith is brightest in the midst of impenetrable darkness. Be the change you are trying to create. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. In doing something, do it with love or never do it at all. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. They cannot take away our self-respect if we do not give it to them. It's easy to stand with the crowd. It takes courage to stand alone. Self-respect knows no considerations. I am a humble but very earnest seeker after truth. Truth is by nature self-evident. As soon as you remove the cobwebs of ignorance that surround it, it shines clear. It does not require money to live neat, clean, and dignified. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. It's not too late at all. You just don't yet know what you are capable of. Life is but an endless series of experiments. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. The true measure of any society can be found in how it treats its most vulnerable members. True beauty consists of purity of heart. It is the quality of our work which will please God and not the quantity. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. The future depends on what you do today. When you are right, you have no need to be angry. When you are wrong, you have no right to be angry. Look at the sparrows. They do not know what they will do in the next moment. Let us literally live from moment to moment. Healthy discontent is the prelude to progress. There is nothing that wastes the body like worry, and one who has any faith in God should be ashamed to worry about anything whatsoever. No man loses his freedom except through his own weakness. Do not judge others. Be your own judge and you will be truly happy. If you try to judge others, you are likely to burn your fingers. Common sense is the realized sense of proportion. The real love is to love those that hate you, To love your neighbor even though you distrust him. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Your action expresses your priorities. Relationships are based on 4 principles: respect, understanding, acceptance and appreciation. There is no way to peace, there is only peace. Those who know how to think need no teachers. The only tyrant I accept in this world is the still voice within. Be the change you wish to see in the world. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Truth resides in every human heart, and one has to search for it there and to be guided by truth as one sees it. But no one has a right to coerce others to act according to his own view of truth. The law of love could be best understood and learned through little children. Peace is its own reward. Our greatest ability as humans is not to change the world, but to change ourselves. A small group of determined and like-minded people can change the course of history. God has no religion. For me, the different religions are beautiful flowers from the same garden, or they are branches of the same majestic tree. Therefore, they are equally true, though being received and interpreted through human instruments are equally imperfect. The enemy is fear. We think it is hate, but it is fear. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Compassion is a muscle that gets stronger with use. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. My life is my message. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. Thanks for watching. If you like this videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment.